This is Tay's Tips, and I'm Tay. I build brands and share what I have learned. Every episode is short and useful. Today's post is about why every brand is starting to look the same and the one thing AI was never going to do for you. I noticed it on a Tuesday afternoon, scrolling Instagram, half paying attention. A wellness coach's grid, a real estate agent's grid, a photographer's grid, an interior designer's grid, a consultant's grid, five completely different industries scrolled past in about 4 minutes, and every one of them looked like a slightly different version of the same brand. The same washed out off white background, the same airy serif headline in the same warm beige, the same low contrast lifestyle photo, hands holding a coffee cup, feet on a rug, sunlight through a linen curtain, the same three-word affirmation as the caption. It wasn't bad. That's the part that's hard to explain. None of it was bad. It was all fine, clean, polished, professional. 5 years ago, any one of those grids would have looked great. Today, all five of them look like the same person ran them. That's the part nobody's naming out loud yet. Brands aren't getting worse, they're getting identical. The tools got good before the decisions got made. Here's what actually happened. In the last 18 months, every founder, marketer, and side hustle entrepreneur picked up roughly the same 5 AI tools, the same image generator, the same caption writer, the same headline assistant, the same color palette generator, the same vibe board. Nobody set out to copy anyone. Most of them weren't even thinking about brand. They were thinking about finally being consistent, about finally posting on a schedule, about finally having things look pulled together instead of cobbled together. The tools delivered on that. The grids got cleaner, the captions got smoother, the photos got more cohesive. What nobody told them is that consistency without distinction is just sameness with better fonts. When every business in a category uses the same tools prompted with the same vague directives, make it elevated, minimal, warm, professional, the output converges. The tools don't know what makes one wellness coach different from the next one because nobody told them. So they default to the average of every elevated, minimal, warm, professional wellness coach the tool has ever seen. That average is what you're scrolling past on Instagram right now. Sameness is not a design problem. The instinct when you notice the sameness is to think it's a taste problem. My designer picked the wrong palette, or a trend problem. This look is overdone, or a tool problem. I shouldn't be using Canva. It's none of those things. Sameness is a positioning problem dressed up as a visual problem. When every business in your category looks like a slightly different version of the same brand, none of them are saying anything. The visual is just delivery. It only works if there's something underneath it that's distinct enough to deliver. If the strategy is also pulled from the AI average, the I help women feel more confident in their wellness journey kind of line, then no amount of palette swap is going to fix it. The reader still won't be able to tell you apart from the 4 other people who say the same thing in the same tone. The reason this matters is that the buyers are noticing, not consciously. They're not sitting there going, this brand looks AI generated. They're scrolling past faster. They're not remembering the name. They're not booking the call. The grid that took 6 hours to put together is doing the same thing for them that the grid that took 6 minutes to put together is doing, which is to say nothing. What the tools can't do, here's the thing that AI tools can't do no matter how good they get. They can't have a perspective. They can't disagree with the industry. They can't know what your client said on the call last Thursday. That made you think that's the thing. That's what I want my entire brand to be about. They can't know that you came out of a corporate job that broke you. They can't know that your service exists because of a specific moment in your life with a specific person on a specific Tuesday. They can't know that the reason your work is different is because you are different. Your voice, your story, your way of seeing the problem. The tools can only average. The averaging is the problem. A brand that doesn't get eaten by AI sameness has a non-negotiable underneath it, a specific belief about how the work should be done, a specific stance against an industry default, a specific voice that doesn't sound like the smooth, optimized, AI-assisted version of competent founder. The non-negotiable is what the AI tools can't generate because the non-negotiable is yours. You can use AI tools to deliver a brand. You cannot use AI tools to decide one. The move The move isn't to stop using AI. That ship sailed, and trying to swim against it is a waste of energy. The move is to refuse to let AI make the decisions that AI was never going to be good at making. The positioning, the voice, the non negotiables, the specific, weird, opinionated, true things that distinguish your business from the four others doing the same thing in the same beige. If your brand is going to survive the next 2 years, those decisions have to be yours. Pulled from your work, your clients, your story, your stance. Then and only then, AI tools become useful again. They become the delivery mechanism, not the source. They make the strategy visible, faster. They don't get to write it. That distinction is the difference between a brand that compounds and a grid that scrolls past. Frequently asked questions: does AI create the same branding? Yes, most businesses picked up the same handful of AI tools in the same 18 months and prompted them with the same vague directions. The tools default to the average of everything they have seen, so the output converges. Sameness is a positioning problem wearing a visual costume. Can AI build my brand for me? AI can deliver a brand, it cannot decide one. It has no perspective, no stance, and no memory of the specific clients and moments that make your work different. Use it for execution, not for positioning, voice, or your non negotiables. How do I make my brand stand out when everyone uses the same tools? Start with the decisions AI cannot make: who you are for, what you believe, and the industry default you refuse to follow. Put a specific point of view underneath the visuals, then let AI make that point of view visible faster. The distinction has to come from you. Is it a mistake to use Canva or AI design tools? No. The tools are not the problem. Handing them your strategy is. They are a delivery mechanism, not a source. A clear, opinionated brand paired with AI execution beats either one on its own. This is the kind of work we do at Tays Design. Strategic brand design for established businesses, ready to stop blending in. Thanks for listening. If this one landed, come find me at Tays Design.